My beloved child, I understand that your journey has been marked by many hardships and uncertain moments. At times, someone who seemed to be a close friend or a supportive figure turned out to distract you from the real path you were meant to follow. It might be hard to accept, but that person did not help you move toward what truly matters. I have seen the challenges you have faced, and I recognize the heavy emotions you carry. Although you feel deeply connected to this individual, clinging to that bond now prevents you from embracing what lies ahead. It is time for you to let go and trust in the guidance I offer, even if it means leaving behind what once seemed so essential. Every journey reaches a point when the lessons of the past have been learned, and the previous chapter naturally comes to an end. Now you stand on the threshold of a new phase, ready to start a fresh chapter in your life. The moment when this person steps away is not random. It is a turning point that clears the way for you to embrace all that I have planned. Although you may feel an emptiness and a sense of loss, remember that I am here to fill that space with what you truly need. The discomfort you experience now is only temporary, and soon you will discover a lasting sense of calm and purpose. Believe in the timing of events and know that I care for you. As you move into a phase that offers new advantages, it is important to release the past completely. The person who is now leaving your life has been an obstacle rather than a help, blocking your path to growth. Rather than clinging to what is fading away, focus on the opportunities ahead. Let go of the distractions and allow yourself to move toward a future filled with better prospects. You are now stepping into a period that offers fresh benefits and brighter prospects. While it is natural to feel sorrow and grieve for what has been lost, do not let these feelings anchor you to the past. Your future holds promise and new directions that await your courage. Instead of being held back by lingering sadness, allow yourself to look forward with determination. I will provide what is missing, introducing you to new people and experiences that will support your growth and help you realize your true potential. As the new month begins, you will notice a change in the atmosphere. A subtle shift will signal that significant developments are near. With this change, the person who has been part of your life will no longer remain, freeing you to pursue a path that aligns with what is intended for you. You may feel a sense of relief as the weight of the old relationship lifts, leaving you with a feeling of lightness and the opportunity to move forward more freely. I know that the changes you face are not easy, and you might wonder why events unfold this way. Understand that my approach differs from what you expect, and I see the entire picture from start to finish. The role that this person played in your life has reached its natural conclusion. Rather than trying to hold on to something that no longer fits your journey, release it with acceptance. Trust that I will help guide you through this transition so that you can regain control, feel renewed, and move forward with a sense of inner peace and safety. In this phase, you will not be alone. I will send support in the form of caring helpers to be by your side. This period is one of cleansing and preparation, designed to clear away what is no longer useful so that new possibilities can emerge. Even if you cannot see the full plan right now, trust that I am working quietly in the background to bring you to a place where you can experience a deeper sense of well-being and understanding. Later, you will reflect on this period and see that it was an important milestone on your journey. You are never truly isolated. I am always here with you even when you feel distant or unsure of your path. I will never abandon you, even in moments of intense pain or when it seems you have lost everything. In time, you will find yourself in a state of genuine contentment, calm, and fulfillment. The departure of this person is not a setback, but a spark that will trigger your personal growth and development. You may eventually see this change as a hidden blessing, one that offers you the freedom to learn valuable lessons and embrace a new beginning. I remain here to offer support, comfort, and strength as you let go of old dreams and welcome what is coming next. This shift in your relationships is part of a larger plan. Soon you will understand why it had to happen in this way. In the upcoming weeks, I will begin to open new doors for you. You will encounter unexpected opportunities, meet new people, and come across benefits that you never imagined possible. Do not fear these changes. Instead of dwelling on the transformation itself, trust the process. You are undergoing a period of refinement and preparation that will help you become stronger, wiser, and more aligned with what is best for you. The pain you feel now will eventually be replaced by a sense of empowerment rather than sorrow. Remember that I am here to provide, protect, and guide you. The tears you shed are not in vain. They help nourish the path toward your future. In time, you will see that every challenge was part of a design aimed at leading you to a place of greater well-being and fulfillment. Trust that all aspects of your life, including the people who come and go and the obstacles you face, serve a purpose in the larger story of your growth. Nothing in life happens by accident. Stay alert, keep your heart open, and focus on what truly matters as the new month unfolds. Do not let the distractions of everyday temptations pull you away from the goals you have set. Instead, hold fast to the promises made to you and look forward to the rewards that await. As you enter a time of success and change, know that I am with you every step of the way. Your endurance has been noticed, and soon you will be blessed with many gifts. Trust that better days lie ahead. When this person finally leaves your life, remember that you are cherished and hold a unique value. I am proud of your resilience, and I know that even though the road has been difficult, this is merely the start of a new and promising chapter. Do not dwell on the past. Instead, move forward into a future filled with light and hope. The coming month will challenge you, but it will also guide you to fulfill the promises set before you. I understand that you have been waiting and searching for clarity. The new month will bring both opportunities and challenges, testing the outcomes of your hard work. In this month, old ways will fade as new beginnings take shape. Recognize that this phase is vital for your personal development, and the adjustments you face are part of a plan designed to bring you closer to what is truly important. You will soon be confronted with decisions that will shape the direction of your journey, and these choices will determine your future path. Now is the moment to place your complete trust in the guidance offered. Let go of your worries and fully embrace the future that is set before you. As the new month unfolds, you will notice changes in the energy around you, prompting you to make important choices and take decisive actions. Although the journey may not be smooth and you might sometimes feel tempted to seek an easier route, know that these changes are meant to benefit you. You are being prepared and strengthened to handle whatever lies ahead. I will continue to be with you every step of the way. In anticipation of the upcoming changes, I want to share 3 important guidelines that you should follow. These are not mere suggestions. They are essential steps to help you overcome future challenges and step confidently into the next phase of your journey. Pay close attention to these measures, as they will be key to your success. The first is to be mindful of your speech. Your words carry great weight and can have a profound effect on your life. It is important to avoid speaking words that instill fear, doubt, or negativity. Instead, choose language that expresses trust, hope, and determination. By carefully selecting what you say, you contribute positively to the reality you are building for yourself. The second guideline is to protect your inner self. Your heart and emotions are precious, and it is vital that you shield them from harmful influences. If anyone tries to sow doubt or negativity in your mind, respond with the truth that you know. Stay alert and do not allow yourself to be drawn into destructive patterns or relationships that do not serve your well-being. The third guideline is to remain grounded in the knowledge and wisdom that you have received. Let the lessons and insights that have guided you so far be your foundation as you move forward. In moments of uncertainty or hardship, return to these truths to find clarity and strength. By keeping this wisdom close to your heart, you will be better equipped to navigate the challenges that arise and continue on your path with confidence. Even so, do not waste time distancing yourself from the connection we share. Spend time in reflection. Remain in dialogue with the inner truth you hold, and keep your focus on the guidance you have received. Your personal moments of quiet reflection are crucial for maintaining clarity and staying true to your path. As you move forward, remember that you are not alone on this journey. Trust in the plan that is unfolding, and know that my care for you is unwavering. Even when circumstances seem overwhelming, hold on to the understanding that every challenge is part of a process that will ultimately bring about a positive transformation. Embrace this moment with courage and confidence, knowing that you have my support. Your focus and positive outlook will lead you into a period of significant growth and achievement. I recognize the challenges you face, and I see the efforts you make, even in times when you feel overlooked. Every struggle, every worry, and every quiet wish is noted, and together they form the foundation of your journey toward a brighter future. Even when it feels as though you are unnoticed amid the clamor of the world, I remain a silent guide on your path. You might feel as if you are caught in a relentless storm, wondering when the turbulent weather will subside. But know this: the storm is temporary, and just as heavy clouds eventually break to reveal the sun, the difficulties you experience will pass. With time, you will see clearly the reasons behind these challenges and understand the value they have added to your personal development. You are in the process of being molded into a version of yourself that is stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. The path ahead is one of careful refinement, much like precious metal purified in intense heat. Though the process may be uncomfortable, it is necessary to remove what hinders your true potential. I recognize your need for rest and quiet, but true peace is not found by escaping challenges. It comes from facing them and growing through them. In every moment of instability, remember that I am here as a steady foundation upon which you can rely. When you feel as if you are walking on unstable ground, recall that my presence remains unshakable. I know you have often questioned your purpose and wondered what your role truly is. Your life carries meaning, and your actions speak volumes. No matter where you are, be it a busy city, a quiet home, or a work environment, Your ability to show kindness, patience, and forgiveness makes a difference. Every act of love, every gesture of understanding, is a testament to your unique role in the larger story of life. Nothing you do is too small to matter. You are of great worth, and every step you take is part of a much larger narrative. Even when things do not seem to be going as planned, trust that each experience is being woven together into a bigger picture that benefits you in the long run. Understand that every setback and every victory plays a role in shaping the story of your life. Have faith that each step, even those taken during your struggles, is part of a design meant to refine and strengthen you. Sometimes I ask you to wait, and though it may feel like an endless pause in a fast-paced world, there is beauty in patience. In these moments of waiting, you are learning to become more resilient and better prepared for what is to come. Letting go of control and surrendering to the natural timing of events is not easy, but it is necessary. When the moment arrives and you see the opportunity open before you, you will understand that the wait was worth it. Trust in the process and do not let restlessness steal your peace. Instead, use this time to grow closer to the inner guidance that sustains you. As you continue along this path, take time to reflect on every small step and every challenge that has led you to this point. Remember that each experience, whether it brought joy or hardship, has contributed to the person you are becoming. It is important to understand that progress is not always measured in grand gestures or dramatic changes. Often, the most meaningful growth occurs quietly, in moments of gentle perseverance and careful introspection. In these moments, when you find yourself pausing to consider the lessons learned, you are building a strong foundation for the future. Do not rush through life or be tempted to compare your journey with that of others, for each path is unique and shaped by individual experiences and insights. Consider the simple acts that bring comfort and clarity, whether it is the quiet of an early morning, the warmth of a kind word from a friend, or the peacefulness of a well-spent afternoon. These are the moments that accumulate to create a fulfilling life. It is in these everyday details that you may find the inspiration to continue, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. Embrace the small victories, for they are the stepping stones to larger accomplishments. Understand that every thoughtful decision you make, every bit of patience you exhibit, adds up to a greater sense of purpose and direction. Allow yourself the space to grow by acknowledging both your strengths and your areas for improvement. Accept that you are in a constant state of evolution, learning from every interaction and every challenge. This process is not about achieving perfection, but rather about finding balance and remaining open to new insights. Each moment offers an opportunity to better understand your own needs and desires. As you become more attuned to these inner signals, you will find it easier to navigate the complexities of life with a calm and measured approach. Take solace in the fact that even when the answers are not immediately clear, your commitment to moving forward is what truly matters. Sometimes the most significant progress is made in the quiet intervals between major events, when you have time to reflect and plan. Use these intervals wisely by engaging in activities that nourish your mind and spirit. Whether it is through reading, listening to calming music, or simply spending time in nature, seek out the practices that help you regain balance and focus. These practices are not mere distractions. They are essential for maintaining the resilience needed to face future challenges. It is also valuable to remind yourself that growth often requires stepping outside of your comfort zone. While the familiar may feel safe, it is in exploring new experiences that you discover hidden strengths and capabilities. Each new challenge is an invitation to expand your horizons and to redefine what you believe is possible. Approach these challenges with a sense of curiosity and openness, rather than fear or resistance. By doing so, you create opportunities for genuine progress that can lead to unexpected rewards. Furthermore, recognize that the journey ahead is a shared experience. You are part of a broader community of individuals who are also striving to find their way through life. Even if you sometimes feel isolated in your struggles, remember that you are connected to a larger network of support and understanding. In moments when you feel uncertain, reach out to those who can offer perspective, encouragement, or simply a listening ear. These interactions can serve as reminders that you are not alone, and that collective wisdom can often provide clarity where individual efforts may fall short. Finally, keep in mind that every moment is an opportunity to recommit yourself to the path you have chosen. Let each day be a new beginning, a chance to refine your approach and to strengthen your resolve. As you look back on your journey, you will see that every challenge, every pause, and every decision has contributed to a richer, more authentic life experience. Keep moving forward. Find shelter in my guidance and set aside time to communicate with me in quiet reflection. The more time you spend understanding my message, the easier it becomes to rely on my guidance. And as your trust grows, you need not be troubled by questions of timing or method. I want to remind you that caring for your inner well-being is as important as tending to your daily tasks. Life's pace often forces you to neglect what truly matters, leaving you overwhelmed by obligations and responsibilities. It is crucial to remember that you cannot give what you do not have. Just as your body requires proper nourishment to function, your inner self needs regular attention and connection with me to thrive. Neglecting this part of your life can leave you drained and lose sight of your purpose. Make space each day for our exchange. Share your concerns, your joys, and even your uncertainties, for I am here to listen. You are not journeying alone. Even during the most challenging times, my support remains constant and steady. No matter where you are or what you face, I serve as your protection and resource. When you feel burdened by life's demands, know that you are not meant to carry every load on your own. Hand over your worries to me, and I will help carry them. You were never meant to manage the weight of the world by yourself, and it is not your task to do so alone. I offer you a lighter path, one that is meant to ease your journey. Walking this path with me ensures that you are supported through every trial and every success, and together we can navigate even the most difficult stretches with resilience and calm. Whenever you feel uncertainty or fear about the road ahead, remember that my presence is not distant. I have always walked beside you, providing support even in the low points of your journey. It is not important where you find yourself or what obstacles come your way, for my care is present regardless of the situation. There will be moments when the demands of the world seem overwhelming, and it might appear that the burden is too heavy for you to manage alone. In these times, do not hesitate to pass your concerns to me. I am here to help shoulder the load. It is not your duty to resolve every difficulty on your own. Instead, rely on the strength that comes from our connection and the guidance I offer. I encourage you to share not only your challenges, but also your triumphs and the small moments of hope that sustain you. Every shared worry or joy builds the bridge between us, reinforcing the trust that is essential for your well-being. As you continue on your journey, know that there is a plan unfolding for you, one that includes times of refinement and moments of rest. There will be periods where it seems as though progress is slow and other times filled with abundance and clear direction. Each of these phases is a necessary part of your growth. You have experienced only a portion of what lies ahead, and I want you to keep moving forward with confidence. Even when the road is difficult and the way forward is unclear, my intention is always to guide you toward a future filled with promise. Every step you take is meaningful, and no moment spent in genuine trust is ever wasted. Understand that even a small shift in your focus toward relying on the guidance available to you can lead to significant changes in your life. The challenges you face now are building blocks for a more stable and fulfilling future, and I am here to ensure that every trial contributes to your strength and resilience. Continue to move forward, always remembering that you do not have to do it alone. I am here to help carry the burdens that life places on you, offering support that is both steady and enduring. Trust is something that grows with each act of openness and every moment when you choose to rely on the help I provide. Now I need to speak frankly about a matter that concerns our relationship. Although I see your sincere efforts and acknowledge the commitment you have shown in pursuing a deeper understanding, there is a small but significant habit that has gradually taken root in your life. This habit, though seemingly minor, has created a distance between us and prevents you from fully experiencing the support I offer. You have begun to place more confidence in your own ideas and judgments than in the guidance I provide. In doing so, you have allowed a cautious approach to replace the trust that should naturally flow from our connection. This is not a condemnation, but an invitation to reflect on how you make decisions. I have observed the way you often rely on your own understanding, even when a more open, trusting perspective could lead you to a richer experience of support and care. Instead of continually seeking my guidance, you sometimes choose to depend on what you believe is best, based on your own reasoning. Such a practice might seem protective, yet it prevents you from tapping into the full potential of the guidance that is meant to sustain you. True reliance on my support is not a one-time act, but a continuous choice, a daily decision to let go of the urge to control every outcome. The small seed of self-reliance, if allowed to grow unchecked, will hinder the flow of the support and comfort I am ready to give you. I ask you to consider that every moment you spend doubting or sidelining the guidance available to you is a moment when the opportunity for deeper support slips away. Reflect on the ways you have managed challenges on your own, and recognize that it is perfectly natural to seek help rather than carry every burden by yourself. There is strength in acknowledging that you cannot and should not handle everything without support. I urge you to gradually replace self-reliance with a consistent practice of trust. Understand that relinquishing a measure of control does not mean giving up your agency. It simply means opening yourself up to the kind of support that can lead to a more balanced and fulfilling life. This change is subtle, but its impact on your inner life is profound. Embrace the idea that trust is built over time, and every decision to lean on my guidance is a step toward a more resilient and calm state of being. In the process, you will find that you are not losing your individuality or strength, but rather gaining a clearer path forward that is enriched by shared support. Let me now recall events from long ago, when the first people I created lived in a state of peace and simplicity. In that perfect setting, you were given all that you needed, along with one clear instruction meant to safeguard the balance of life. Yet, they chose to stray from this clear path by giving in to temptation and following a different voice. Their decision set in motion consequences that spread far and wide, affecting not just them, but the course of many generations. Even then, I offered a way back, a promise of restoration and a chance to rebuild trust. I did not abandon them after their mistake. Instead, I provided them with a way to recover from their misstep. This example is not meant to be a lesson in condemnation, but rather a reminder of how one moment of disobedience can ripple through time and influence many lives. Over the centuries, I have continued to guide those who have lost their way, providing clear signs and a steady hand in moments of uncertainty. I led groups through challenging times, helping them overcome harsh conditions and showing them that even in adversity, there is a way to return to balance. There were moments when I had to make decisive moves to ensure that the path remained open and true, such as when I removed barriers that stood in the way of progress. I provided guidance that was both practical and meant to serve as a reminder of the principles you are meant to follow. Even when those I cared for began to stray by pursuing their own methods or following misleading practices, I acted not out of a desire to punish, but out of a commitment to restoring balance. I sent warnings through trusted voices, encouraging them to reconsider their course and return to the practices that had once served them well. When a serious misstep occurred involving the creation of false idols and the abandonment of the clear path, I was prepared to act to correct the course. Yet, even in those moments of firm action, there was an undercurrent of compassion. I showed that while actions have consequences, there is always room for repentance and a fresh start. The story of a time when a crafted object was worshipped serves as an example of how even after a grave error, there is the possibility of mercy if one is willing to return to a state of trust and balance. I did not revel in their mistakes, but rather used these moments to remind them of the importance of adhering to the clear guidance provided. In more recent times, when groups faced oppression and harsh conditions, I stepped in to lead them to safety. I parted barriers and provided them with direction, ensuring that even when fear and uncertainty prevailed, there was a route to a better state of being. Despite these efforts, there were times when those I guided would fall back into habits that weakened their trust in the guidance I offered. Their repeated missteps sometimes led to situations where the consequences were severe, and I had to allow them to experience the natural outcomes of their choices. Even in these instances, my intention was not to cause suffering for its own sake, but to foster an environment in which a return to balance could eventually occur. Reflect on these accounts not as tales of anger or strict retribution, but as part of a larger picture in which every challenge is an opportunity for growth. The past shows that when you stray from the path of clear guidance, difficulties can arise that make it harder to move forward. Yet, there is always the possibility of renewal if you are willing to acknowledge your missteps and seek a more open, trusting approach. These stories serve as a reminder that every act of returning to the right path is met with the opportunity for healing and balance. They illustrate the enduring nature of support and the idea that even when missteps occur, there is always a chance to rebuild trust and restore order. Now consider what it means to truly trust the guidance available to you on a daily basis. Trust is not a one-time leap, but an ongoing decision to let go of the need to have complete control over every aspect of your life. You have allowed fear and doubt to make you rely on your own judgment more than is necessary, and in doing so, you have limited your ability to fully benefit from the support I offer. This reliance on personal insight, while natural, has in some instances created barriers to the fuller experience of care and assistance. I am not suggesting that you abandon all self-reliance, but rather that you balance it with a consistent openness to the guidance I provide. By doing so, you open yourself to a process of growth that is more fluid and responsive to the challenges you face. In practical terms, this means taking moments throughout your day to pause, reflect, and allow yourself to step back from the constant drive to manage everything on your own. It means recognizing that while your own knowledge is valuable, it is only one part of the picture. When you choose to trust more deeply, you allow a flow of support into your life that can help ease the burden of uncertainty. There is a strength in admitting that not every problem needs to be solved through individual effort. The willingness to share your struggles is a sign of wisdom and courage, and it paves the way for a more effective way of handling life's challenges. I encourage you to embrace this approach and to see each day as an opportunity to build that trust. When you allow yourself to be guided rather than solely relying on your own interpretations, you create space for new insights and a deeper sense of calm. This is not about surrendering your will, but about complementing your abilities with a readiness to accept help. In doing so, you align yourself more closely with a path that is designed for your ultimate well-being. It is through this alignment that you can experience a peace that comes from knowing you are not alone in your struggles. Every time you choose to lean on the guidance available to you, you are taking an important step toward a more balanced and fulfilling life. Consider each moment of doubt as an opportunity to practice this kind of trust. By recognizing that your own efforts, while important, are enhanced by the support that is always here for you, you set the stage for a life that is both resilient and hopeful. In this way, even the challenges you face become stepping stones toward a more harmonious state of being. I invite you to reflect on your daily habits and to identify any patterns that may be keeping you from fully embracing the support I offer. It might be a small habit of doubting, a tendency to rely on your own ideas, or a reluctance to ask for help when needed. Whatever the form it takes, acknowledge it as an opportunity for growth. Remember that every choice you make in the direction of trust contributes to a future where your potential can be fully realized. Do not see these moments as failures, but rather as natural parts of the process of learning and evolving. Over time, as you continue to practice this balance between self-reliance and openness, you will notice that the weight of uncertainty begins to lessen. The path will become clearer, and you will find that the challenges you once faced seem more manageable when shared with a guiding presence. This journey is not about reaching a destination quickly, but about building a foundation of trust that supports you through every phase of life. In every step you take, know that the opportunity for renewal and growth is present. Allow yourself to be open to the guidance offered, and trust that in doing so, you are aligning yourself with a process that ultimately leads to a more grounded and secure state of being. Finally, I want you to understand that my care for you includes both firm guidance and steady support. There are times when I must express displeasure not as an act of judgment, but as a necessary signal that you have strayed from the path we are meant to walk together. I have observed your sincere efforts, and seen the ways you have grown through hardship. Yet, there is a point at which small actions, if left unaddressed, can widen the gap between what is and what could be. I speak to you now out of a desire to see you return fully to the path that leads to a balanced life. Know that when you make choices that prioritize your own judgment over the guidance I offer, you risk missing out on the deeper support that is always available to you. I ask you to reflect on this and to adjust your habits so that trust becomes the foundation of every decision you make. Remember that my guidance is intended not to restrict you, but to protect you and help you flourish in all aspects of life. There is strength in acknowledging your vulnerabilities and in